Hello. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I am KJ, and I truly am so excited that you took the time in this moment of your life to come here to this web class tonight. Now, I have a phenomenal guest with me today. I mean, she is awesome, insane. I mean, the most beautifully insane woman. I love her dearly. Her name is Julie Landreneau. She's tuning in tonight from St. Croix. Julie, just say hi to everybody.
Hey, you guys. Thanks, KJ, for having me tonight. It's going to be exciting.
I
All the
am
way from the Virgin Islands, I'm calling in.
Oh, girl, I am so happy you're here with us tonight to share your story. And you better hang tight. All of you who are tuning in tonight, hang tight because Julie's got a story and I cannot wait for you to hear it. But before, go ahead and mute your mic, Julie, and I'm going to let you know my story. So I'm Kelly Jo. I go by KJ, and I've been a master fitness trainer for the past 10 years in New York City, and I had a very lucrative career. I am telling you something. I've been in Shape Magazine, Time Out New York. Rachel Ray did a 4-week series on bridal boot camps with me in her blog. And I was not shy to say I was rolling in the dough and I had a really great client retention. I had everything going on. But close to 2 years ago now, I had a shift, and that was having a baby girl. And when she came into my life, everything changed. I really had that, the United States mentality of, I'm only really going to need 3 months maternity leave, and then I'm going to go back to work because that's what we do here in the US. And on that second month of being on maternity leave, I had a really heavy heart, and I realized there is no way, absolutely no way I'm leaving this child. And she became my everything. I wanted to be with her every moment and be able to not have to think of a daycare or someone else to provide and teach her. So I put on my big girl pants. I did a lot of research. I took the initiative to design my life the way I chose. And in, I would say, 6 months, fast forward, she was 6 months old. I uprooted my family because I could. I had that availability because of this opportunity we're going to be discussing tonight to lift my family and bring us to the mountains of Asheville. And we have been so excited to be here this past year. And my income doesn't change. Even though I left Manhattan, my income stays the same because what we're going to be sharing tonight is a possibility for you to create your dreams, your future with no cap, and do it from the luxury of your home or off of your phone. Maybe you want to be on the beach. Maybe you want to be traveling. So hang tight. What I ask of you before we get started is to stay the entire web class. Unless there's something I say that you're like, absolutely not, hey, dismissed. But stay the entire web class. I really appreciate you and your time, so please appreciate ours. We're taking the time here to educate you tonight, and that's all it is, education and motivation. And then you're to take that in and you determine how that resonates with you. So what I'd ask for you is to just turn off your phone, or at least put it to silence or airplane mode. Shut off Facebook. It can be a very big distractor. And just lean back and enjoy. I'm going to start my slides and we will share with you and get class started. Okay. I'm waiting for my play button. Okay, here we go. Everything deserves a disclaimer. You will be hearing and seeing a lot of stories tonight, not only my own, but also Julie's. A lot of this has to do with health. So again, it's just stories. And when it comes to income, it's all about what you put in. So let's talk about you. What brought you here tonight? Something intrigued you. You actually showed up. So I ask that you close your eyes. This is the screen. You see that cutie little patootie there closing his eyes. And remember when you were a kid, It might put a smile on your face. Remember when you were a kid and you were able and fully allowed to dream? When someone asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up? You didn't even hesitate. Maybe you wanted to be a firefighter or an astronaut or a ballerina, and you responded through pure passion. You responded because it made you happy. You weren't polluted with ideas like 401k. You weren't polluted with ideas of how's the health insurance policy. You weren't worried about lineage or who's in charge, who do I have to respond, who's going to say yes or no, how is society going to look at me, who's judging. Instead, you had the fire inside of you, one that burned so brightly, a level of innocence, a level of sincerity, and that's where I ask you to jump back into tonight. Go ahead and open your eyes. I hope that was really awesome for you. And allow yourself to play full on. And what would it be? Ask yourself, what would it be in my life to really own it? Some of us have a lot of strengths in some and a lot of weaknesses in other, but you have to, in order to own your life, have time. You have to have money. Now, money's not everything, but money can provide you time. And you have to have health. Without health, you've got time, you don't have time, you don't have money. So you need all three things. And now maybe one of these things is really a predominant force in your life. Maybe you're like a super cash cow. You make so much money, but you have no time to spend with your family. Or maybe you have all the time in the world. Maybe you just graduated college and you don't have a lot of money and you have your health, but then maybe you have a lot of time because you're retired and you have the money because somehow you got into a good pension and your health is poor. So if you see, like, it can be really hard to have all three at certain times of your life. Well, where are you sitting now today? And do you have any initiative to make any one of these three a stronger force in your world? So are you currently living the ideal life that if I ask you, what is it that you'd want to wake up doing every day if time nor money were of concern? Are you doing that? Are you living that life? Every single one of us has the same exact hours, seconds, actually 86,400 seconds each day. Some people have more freedom with that time. What are you doing with that time? Are you spending it at work? Feeding somebody else's dream? It has been, the Gallup poll of 2013 actually said 70% of Americans who were surveyed hate their job, or they're just completely disengaged. Whether they hate it or love it, they're not into it. So where do you sit in that 70%? How much of those 86,400 seconds are spent doing something you truly desire to do? Something for you, something that makes you happy. So I've been doing this a few years now here, and I've asked people a lot, like, what is the perfect job for you? If you could do anything, what would the criteria of a perfect job be? I hear a lot: no boss, no alarm clock. That's really a big one. No discrimination, no employees. You don't want to have the stress of having to deal with other people. No commute. I love that my commute is 2 seconds, maybe 5 seconds from the bedroom to the desk. Enjoying the people you work with, that's huge. Personal growth. Often you get stuck in a position where it's actually slowly killing you, whether it be being surrounded with negativity or just being worn out. And maybe it's a laborious job and you don't have room to grow. And something positive. A lot of people out there really are good at inspiring others, are really good at talking to people, really good, and they have visions and they want to really contribute. They have a heart of service. Time freedom. I mean, that's a huge one. We already said, without money, how do you get time freedom? And then the unlimited income option, because too often if you're on salary, and they've cut out bonuses a long time ago, you keep working and working and working and that paycheck never changes. So tonight I ask you to just think a little differently. maybe a lot differently. We've all been brainwashed as little busy worker bees, and we've kind of been told the 40-40 rule still works, like where you work 40 hours a week, and for 40 years, I don't know what company's keeping you around as long or as you're so loyal to that company, but 40 years at one company to retire, even if you're lucky enough to find 20 years at one company to retire, I'm letting you know that company has no loyalty to you. If it is a 40-year marker, you could work 38 years for them and give them your heart and soul, and they can let you go. Blink of an eye. They don't have loyalty to you, but you know what they do get out of is paying you your retirement fund. So I know that they've set up things like 401k where you invest in yourself for retirement funds because the system's broken. So just think outside of the box tonight, and let me show you a different way. Now, what true health is, if you recognize this gentleman on the right side, he is a self-made millionaire, and he did it through business, oil, real estate. He's a massive entrepreneur. His name's Robert Kiyosaki, and he's a top seller, written Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he's also written The Business of the 21st Century, and that's actually the business model we're going to be discussing tonight. Now, true wealth. I know a lot of people think wealth is love and health, which are beautiful things, but true wealth is the number of days you can survive without physically working and still maintain your standard of living. So for instance, you have $4,000 per month in expenses. That's your rent, your car payment, mortgage, or whatever you got going on for debts and living. And then your savings, in your savings account right now, you have $12,000. That makes you 3 months rich, 3 months wealthy, or about 90 days. So I'm asking you, if I took a look at your savings account and I compared that to your expenses, where are you sitting if you had to stop working tomorrow, lost your job? You know, knock on wood, hopefully you don't get hurt, but what if an accident happened and you weren't able to even go to work because you were in a hospital bed? Maybe you broke a leg, you know, who knows? How long could you survive? Would it be 5 months? Would it be 5 weeks? Would it be 5 minutes? I'm saying, like, a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck and they have more month at the end of their money. They need some extra money coming in. You know, your goal should be to develop residual income. It's a really beautiful word too when you really understand it. Now, that's passive income is another word for it. You want something that is continually coming in, whether you work or not, that's greater than your monthly expenses. So it's not work for money, it's money that continues growing with or without you. Now, it comes in two primary sources. Money working for you would be things like stocks and bonds, money markets, maybe even interests from great savings. But what I find in this is not only do you first need the equity up front, and not everyone has that. A lot of people are, you know, always chasing the money. You have to first have the upfront equity. And then the second thing, even if you do, unless you've studied the stock market, you're usually giving your money over to somebody else and trusting them, and it can be risky. I don't know about you, but risk isn't always what I love. And then another one is business working for you. Things like real estate, royalties from books and music. If you're talented and you can produce some software or some amazing creative outlet of music or art, then awesome. Well, what about some of us who are just Joe Schmoes and aren't really that creative? So that's a pretty niche right there. Owning vending machines, that's a way to continually make money, but you got to either pay someone to keep filling them and placing the orders, or you got to get out there and do it yourself. And then lastly is something called network marketing. And that's really the focus for tonight. This class is to teach you exactly what network marketing is. Maybe you've never heard of it. Maybe you have, and it leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. Don't click off the class yet. Stick around here. Now, if you recognize this gentleman, Bill Gates, he was asked what would he do if he were to start all over again. And he said, I would choose network marketing. And I think he's a pretty smart man. And what maybe when he started his career, network marketing was not the new trend or the better way of the evolved economy. But he is a very smart man and he sees the beauty in it. This guy, Robert Kiyosaki, again, he says the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for a job, a job, just over broke. So if you're sitting in a position where you are in a job and you care less about it, it's just paying the bills, this I hope excites you. And if you maybe lost your job recently, instead of looking for another just over broke position, maybe look to yourself and ask you, what am I capable of doing? Who's in my network? I mean, have you ever heard the old adage, like, it's who you know? Oh, you want to break into show business? You got to know somebody. Oh, you need a position? I know this guy. Let me hook you up. It's all about who you know, and that's called a network. But wait, network marketing, I mean, isn't that a pyramid? I hear it all the time. It's not. But this is a pyramid. Man, I'd like to get out there. That's one of my I saw my vision board. I'd like to get out and see the pyramids because I think they're magical. But no, network marketing is not. But you know what? Something that really resembles a pyramid might be the position you're sitting in, whether you're in a small business or a big business. Unless you own that business and you are the CEO, there's a big lineage of people along the way, and not everybody has equal opportunity. So those little groundlings, the employees at the bottom, it's not very often that too many of them get the chance for management, let alone becoming a top executive. I mean, how many years would that be? Or how many people do you have to, kiss tushy for? So really, it's such a small number of those groundlings that can get up. And if you're talking about the mailroom, you're never going to be CEO. So if there's anything that is a pyramid, it's corporate. Instead, network marketing, I like to explain to people, is a tree. Number one, because it's living and it grows. So like a tree, it's more of a rooting system. And the rooting system is very different than a pyramid. And think of yourself right now. What if you got really, really excited about something? You were excited about something you either experienced or the idea of starting your own future and career, and you're in control. You're really excited that you can't stop talking about it. You tell a couple friends because you're like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I got to share this with you. And those friends see or experience the same thing you do. They're going to tell their friends. I mean, everything in this world is word of mouth. If you want to know where to get a good dentist, if you want to know which restaurant in town is best, I don't think it's likely you're going to just flip through the yellow pages and point to whatever happens. You're going to ask somebody, or you're going to go to Yelp, which is just a bunch of people's reviews because you trust people's opinions. So word of mouth marketing is the largest form of marketing out there. And that's all network marketing is. It's word of mouth. It's saying, oh, well, what do you use? What do you do? Where do you go? But in network marketing, instead of just giving away free referrals all the time, you get compensated every time you refer somebody. And that's the exciting part, because every time you refer someone and they refer someone and that person refers someone who's someone who's someone who's someone, whether you know those people or not, everybody in the family profits. So that is beautiful. Everyone has equal opportunity. There are people who come into your organization and your business, I don't care how many people down, that they have a right and they very easily could surpass your income based on their efforts and their ambition and their excitement and their network. So when you are a part of a tree and roots grow wide and they grow deep, you are designing and developing a huge tree that can bear amazing fruits. I mean, delicious, beautiful fruits, the fruits of you, your dreams. Now, everyone has their own fruits. They're unique, but everyone can experience them through the rooting system that we create. And that right there is what network marketing is. It's a family tree. And I'm sure you may have even come across this webinar or been sent the link through a network that you're already familiar with. We are on so many social networks already. So it's not even like this is new and, oh, what do I do? You're already doing it. You post on Facebook, hey, I am buying a new washer dryer. Never did this for the last 8 years. What do you recommend? And you have comment after comment after comment. Now, what if you made the comment to someone and when they chose that because of your recommendation and referral, you were blessed with money? You know, like it's already happening in your life. Why not be blessed? So I get to work where I want. That's the beauty of it. And I can travel anytime because my income does not change. And so long as I have access to my computer or a phone, I am set. And I can work with whom I want. And I'm telling you, there are some pretty incredible people I've met along the way on this journey who have become such great friends. And then here's my very favorite business partner, my daughter. If it weren't for her, I may not have found this and taken this opportunity. So I also have to thank her for the position I'm in, and thank God above that I am able to spend every single day with her. And I don't, I'm doing it for her and with her, which is beautiful. So anybody can do this. So you're asking yourself, well, okay, this is this girl's story. Well, can I do this? This is actually the only business where your past experience does not matter. We're not looking for resumes. We don't care if you've ever experienced network marketing. We don't care if you have kind of tasted or dabbled in network marketing and you were a flop. We don't care. We don't care if you hate the idea of it. You're tremendously scared, because we are only here to build you up, lift you up, and help you grow, because it's your future we care about. And that's it. It is strictly a personal growth experience, but the compensation plan allows you to make money while you grow. So grow within and grow that wallet all at the same time. And it is team effort and it is supportive. The only time you would look down on someone is when you're reaching your hand out to lift them up. That's the truth. And it's so flexible. Anyone can go at their own pace. You can choose to do this part-time, literally in the pockets of your life. Okay, I've got 15 minutes at lunch after I eat. I can just reach out and say hi to somebody. You can do this full-time. If you don't have a current job, what you invest comes back to you. So you just set forth your plan, and your friends, your team, I call it your family. Your family helps you execute it. And it is so much teamwork. So you could transition away from that JOB right now by doing it small part-time until you can become full-time. And it's really crucial if this does resonate with you, like, okay, this is cool. Even if it's not for your full-time income, you are wise enough to realize an extra stream of income could help you out in your life to produce more time and for your dreams. Now, or maybe even just to help pay the bills, to be honest. So the criteria of what company you choose is really important. And this is coming from a gentleman named Eric Worre, who kind of breaks down. He's been in the industry so long. He has done a lot of research, talked to a lot of self-made millionaires, a lot of successful people who have been within the industry so long. And he discovered that you must love the product. It must be effective. The compensation must be good enough that not only you're getting paid, but it's about your team and your people. So it's a compensation plan lucrative enough that your people can get paid, and the support has to be there. If it's a Lone Ranger kind of position where it's about how many people you recruit, run far away. That's not, most network marketing companies are surrounded around a product. So if it's a company that's really pushing recruiting and sign up people, you want to run away. It's not the place to be. And then timing in the marketplace. So these criteria, I really looked into this as well. You don't make hasty decisions when it's something that you're truly going to invest a lot of effort and passion into. So the criteria I'm going to share with you is all about the company that I chose. It's my vehicle to my dreams. And that's what I want to share with you tonight, is an option for you. Now, this vehicle I consider to be the Lamborghini, because with all of these criteria, It's the hot dog. I will tell you, for products, no compromised ingredients. Yeah, they're consumable products. So zero compromise. And being in the health and wellness industry already, being a fitness and nutrition trainer, I would not stand behind anything I wouldn't put in my mouth or my daughter's mouth, so I high integrity of ingredients here. They're emotional. These products are emotional. They change lives. Sometimes I think they save lives. Transformational in so many ways, not only on the outside, but on the inside. And they're consumable. I mean, there are a lot of network marketing companies out there that don't have consumable products. You can only have so many shades of lipstick. You can only have so many handbags with your initials on them and so many, I don't know, like pizza stoneware or whatever it is. So the consumable product is so important because we're talking about residual income, meaning your consumer base will need to continue consuming it to continue paying you. Does that make sense? So a product that is consumable is where the money's at, is where the success will be. And then when it comes to compensation, do not look for an MLM. Now, mostly people would think network marketing is multi-level marketing, but this specific company is not. Yes, it is in the realm of network marketing, but it is not multi-level. If you're not informed yet, multi-level marketing is where you will build teams, and each of those leaders that you put into your business, they build, their teams, and you're able to cash in or get a percentage of commission off of a certain level of tiers, like a level down. And then when that level, wherever that compensation plan allows, say it's the 10th level down or the 15th, or if it's really beautiful, maybe even longer. Say someone joins your family, your business after the level that you get paid on, and they want it bad, and they're ready to explode, and you're the leader. Sure, you're going to help them out of the kindness of your heart, but that you get zero compensation for that, that's where it's a broken system. So do not go to an MLM. Try to find a network marketing company that allows binary is the strength of a compensation plan, meaning just 2 teams, not 12, not 20, not 42. That's binary. And infinite, meaning 4 years from now, if someone comes to me and says, I am ready to make $1 million with you, I can help that person wholeheartedly because I will continue getting a percentage of every single person who joins my organization, whether I know them or not, whether I ever meet them in real life or not, and every person they introduce it to. That is what infinite means. And infinite means when you die, you're getting this check every Monday, and it pays you, and it grows. It grows every month. It doubles every year. And you can will it to those you love. You put that in your will, and your family, your children, whoever you decide that goes to, they will be blessed forever. That is infinite. And there is no cap. But boom, no glass ceiling on this. You can go as far, as fast, as high, as big as you choose. It is a growth, it's personal growth, and it's all about you and your team, your support. And that's what you have here is the support. You don't need to know things. You can earn while you learn. That's our motto. There are built-in tools and systems. This is a tool right now that you're watching. You can plug people in to learn from people who are already doing it and people who've already had success. And there is training. It's international training as well. Yes, we're all across the nation. We have 4 major events a year and a lot of mini events in between each quarter. We have a $30 million website that comes with any consumer, any person who decides to consume our incredible no compromise products. They automatically get an amazing website. That's to help them when their friends say, why are you amazing? What's going on in your life? They can say, just look at this website. It's there for them. And the culture. Now, I already told you network marketing is a family, but in this company, it is so much a family. It doesn't matter if you're financially linked or not. Everyone is here on the same mission, and they're going to help everyone involved. And that goes for the trainers. Those who have already gone to millionaire and above, they are taking the time out of their life to train everyone, not just their team, everyone, so that we can impact the world. And then timing. This company that I'm going to present to you is timed perfectly in all of the 3 top markets. Anti-aging, do you know that's a $679 billion market? Well, we've got it. It's both internal and external, meaning non-compromised, non-toxic skincare that's cellular and amazing. It's also talking internal, cellular anti-aging. And in the fitness and performance world, do you work out? Do you know someone who does? That's a $390 billion industry, and we've got it. Solutions for athletic performance, recovery, and energy. And then nutrition and weight loss. I mean, that's a no-brainer. I think weight loss and diet gets brought up in every conversation you have, whether you're meeting someone for the first time or not. It is a struggle for a lot of people in this world, a $277 billion industry. And when you have all three of these, okay, in the artistic world, they call things like that a triple threat, but Paul Zane Pilzer, who's actually a world economist, worked for a lot of presidents. He's insanely amazing, and he's good at prophesying the economy, and he's done very well at it. He actually said, when you are with a health and wellness company that is a home-based business where you create your own wealth, and you are looking at all three of the top markets that I just showed you here, he says it's the perfect storm. Now, the health and wellness industry overall is the next $1 trillion industry. And that comes from November of last year. That statistic says we are the next $1 trillion industry. So some network marketing companies are only focused on a gender, like mascara. You know, you're really cutting out a lot of individuals when you can only tailor to women. So the fact that all of these markets can tailor to anybody who has skin, anybody who can breathe, anybody who eats, you have someone you can talk to and potentially change their life. So here we are. My rocket, your opportunity. It's called Isagenix. And we are solutions to transform lives. Now, our vision is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain. Because physical and financial pain, did you hear that? Either or and both. In the process, we're going to create the largest health and wellness company in the world. We are on our way. Now, a lot of people might think that you should compare our company with other ones out there, some that have been around for 50 years plus. But instead, the rate we're going in our 13 years young, we are more compared to a company you may have heard of called Johnson & Johnson. We are more closely compared to that health and wellness company than any other network marketing company out there because of our extreme success, because this vision that we have here is coming in full throttle. And I would say in a good 3 to 5 years, our products, Isagenix, will be a household name. So we have solutions: weight loss, energy, performance, youthful aging, cha-ching, wealth creation. And we have real people, just ordinary people, just regular old people getting extraordinary results, getting crazy real results from using the products. Because whether you know it, whether you like it, whether you don't want to hear it, we live in a country, a nation that is fat, sick, and tired. How tired are you? I'm not even talking about your job. I'm talking about your physical body. Okay, that's because we're toxic and we're malnourished. And so we're talking about real nutrition. That's what you're looking at here is just one of our many products that is transforming is a meal. 240 calories, full 70 trace minerals, loaded with vitamins. Look at all these foods that are circling around here and see 24 grams of protein. If you look at what you would have to consume for one meal to equal the nutritional value of this, I promise you it's going to be a whole lot more than 240 calories. I already mentioned to you before, it is pure because it's also focused on detoxifying. We really face the culprits of what makes us fat, sick, and tired. So toxicity, it starts to hibernate in your fat. So on the right side, you see that individual's fat surrounding their guts, all around the organs, including their heart. I promise you that person doesn't feel very well. I'm not talking about confidence. That's the last thing I'm talking about. I'm talking about their health. I'm talking about how they wake up each morning, how much energy they have to play with their children. And we are a nutritional and cellular detoxification. Now, cellular detoxification is very different than colon cleansing. So what it means is the cells, that fat, that visceral fat, they are the first to go. The cells don't disappear. They release the toxins and the fat cells shrink. It's beautiful. Now, I don't know if you're aware, the circumference of your stomach is actually the risk of heart disease that you would have. So if you have a specific measurement, like, you should think about making a shift in your health. And here is an option. People are getting results. They're getting happier. I mean, our products are soy-free, gluten-free. The whey protein we use are grass-fed from New Zealand and Australia, and it's undenatured, meaning it's not broken nutrition. It's kind of like the way it came from the animal, the way it came in nature, and it didn't get destroyed with high heat and acid. So it has a huge impact on the body and the muscle and your smile and your energy and your sleep and stress levels. Oh, look at this beautiful woman. And I'm sure a lot of you out there are like, cool, good information, but let's talk to somebody. Let's hear some real social proof. And that's why I asked Julie to be here with me today, because I know you need some social proof. And Julie's story is incredible. I've known her for the last two and some years, maybe closer to 3 years now. And she's dynamite. Julie, are you there? Are you unmuted?
I'm here, KJ. Awesome presentation so far.
Thank you. Well, I'm so excited. I mean, you know what I know, and you know that we're sitting on pure gold, not just because of the money, but because of what it has done for our lives. So that's kind of what I want you to share tonight. Like, how did this come into your life? How did this opportunity present itself? And then tell me where it's taken you.
So 3 years ago, I was a frustrated, angry at myself, feeling fake summer camp director. And I was in charge of, many young adults that would come to me and ask me, what do you do? How do you get ahead of life, Miss Julie? What do you do? So I'm like, always go get a good job. I mean, get a good education. You'll get a good job. Stick with it. Those kinds of things, which is what I did. I drank that Kool-Aid. I have 2 degrees. I've been teaching for 30 years. I ran a summer camp for 19 years. I have a great work ethic. I'm a pretty decent human being on the planet. I'm educated, everything. But I felt fake when I would tell these young people that, because I knew financially I was not that much ahead of them in the reality of it. And I said, something is wrong. So I set out on a mission to find a business mentor. And I went to one leadership conference, had nothing to do with Isagenix or network marketing. It was basically a leadership conference. And I went to that conference and I met Lynn Kemper, a Wall Street investment banker. And the second time I went to a second leadership conference, there was Lynn. The third time, there was Lynn. I thought, well, three's a blessing. What do you do? What are you doing? And I met with she and her husband, Mark, both Wall Street executives. And they just said, this is the way. This is the wave of the future. This is what, so I investigated, signed up, hit the ground running, more or less. And, there's a learning curve. So, went through some learning curves, and the rest is history. Now I am excited about my life. I see a vision, and I have something to share with people, like that there's a different way. There's a better way. I mean, the thing that I'm so the insanity of thinking that you're going to drive an hour in traffic every morning to go to a job that you're really not happy about, to get a paycheck. That's insanity. And not only did I drink that Kool-Aid and I bought it and I did it, but I was teaching other young people to do it. And now I know there's a better way. There's a different way. I'm in the Caribbean. I'll be in Louisiana. I'll be in Texas. I was in Las Vegas. I was in Chicago, doing my work. And so I am just in a whole different way of doing my life now. So, every meeting I go to, I bring joy and enthusiasm. That's all my mission is, to bring joy and enthusiasm. And and I present concepts because I love our philosophy. I love our philosophy of we educate our prospect or the other human that we're having a coffee with or we're having lunch with. They decide, and we support that decision. And if it's a no, we still love them and we go on. If it's we're looking for business partners, we're looking for product users. We're not here to convince anybody. You know, I rejoice in no's because I don't want to waste your time or my time. There are so many people that need this product and need this opportunity that you just look for the people that are ready. And so it's really exciting, you know, and I can't, you know, the first conference I went to, I left overwhelmed with a feeling of total pride that I am a part of this corporation, that because the bigger picture and the philosophy of what we get to teach the world, like the new normal, why isn't it possible that we can jump on a plane and go to Australia? Why isn't it possible that we can jump on a plane and go to Bali? Why isn't it possible that you can make a significant 6-7 figure income? Why is that not possible? So in our company, the new normal is that is possible. The new normal is to live a life of abundance. The new normal is to live a life of freedom where you can contribute, where you can really make enough money to actually contribute in huge ways and teach others. You know, I have tons of wealthy friends in traditional life, but they never taught me how to be wealthy. It's so different because this is an opportunity to not only become wealthy, but to also bring people and teach others to be wealthy. And how empowering is that?
It's
You know,
it's amazing.
yeah, it's exciting and it's dynamic and it's, you know, it's cooperative capitalism. I mean, you know, as a summer camp director, you know, it was all on me. I mean, I had a small segment of people that worked with me, but really in this community, like, you know, right, I'm working out at the gym, but I have a Facebook group that's, you know, plugging away. I throw people in this Facebook group and there's 200 people that are commenting and, you know, presenting videos. So it's like leveraging your team, excuse me. And it's just amazing. It's cooperative capitalism where instead of fighting, you know, the other thing about what we teach is prosperity consciousness. There is enough money, there is enough wealth, there's enough need, there's enough for all of us to live amazing lives. And that's what this is about. It's I don't have to win and you lose. Matter of fact, it's if you win, whether you're in my line of income, we want everybody to win. We want everybody to be healthier. We want, because even if you're not in my business, even if you're not using Isagenix, you're using some kind of wellness company, great, let's rejoice. If we truly are about wellness for our planet, wellness for our communities, just get well. And if our answer's for you, great. If it's not, great. Just go find something to have wellness in your life. So it's really about cooperative capitalism. It's about abundance thinking. It's about prosperity thinking. It's about understanding that there is enough, and it's beautiful.
There's enough for everyone.
Yes.
Forget the scarcity. And scarcity, the first half of that is scare. I mean, we had been brainwashed and scared for so long. And we're telling you there's a way to break the fear. Surely, I love that you even just announced it. There is a learning curve. You might be afraid of being powerful, of being a leader, of being the best you, of success. Many people are self-sabotaging themselves day in and day out. Well, that is why we're here as a community and support each other and help each other break down those walls. If I would have known what I know now 10 years ago, I'd have run through a brick wall to get to this. So, yep. Julie, what I want to ask you is if you had just one thing that you could leave with everybody today, what would you leave them with?
Well, I would say, what would you rather do the rest of your life? Would you rather make 100% of your own effort, like I was doing in my traditional summer camp, 19 years of every summer working like a dog, making 100% of my own effort? Or would you rather make 1% off of 100 people's effort? Today I was at the gym, working out, having a blast, and my business was growing. because somebody else was helping and sharing and doing this. So that's what I would leave. Ask yourself the question, can you continue? Can you sustain making 100% of your own effort? Or would it be smarter and more healthy and, to make 1% of 100 people's effort? Or how about 1% of 100,000 people's effort? How about 1% of an international market? Like, expand the vision of what you have. I mean, it's an amazing, and all I say is be open to explore the opportunity. Don't sell yourself short. What do you have to lose? Nothing. Just be
Nothing.
smart enough to be open and flexible, that there may be a different way and a better way.
A
And,
better way.
right.
And honestly, I love what you're saying about that. But if you're looking at this company, it's more like, would you prefer 6% of
Thank
100,000 or more people and their people and their people's effort? I'm talking like, that's another thing, compensation. If you're looking at a company and you're going to look beyond this one, do your own comparisons, do your homework. Don't just always jump on because someone's talking to you and you love them and you just trust them. Be wise, do your homework, compare product, compare plans. If you find that this is a Lamborghini of yours, your vehicle, it's 6%, not 3 or 4 like a traditional network marketing company's compensation. So,
Yeah.
awesome, Julie. I love you dearly, and had it not been for this opportunity, I never would have been blessed to not only work with you, but also be able to become such good friends. Julie and I, we often at events are even, bunking together in hotel rooms, and, we all camp out and have a great time together when we're out traveling the nation, and we can build internationally. So I'm going to share with you now some statistics about our company. So now hopefully this has been, insightful, maybe a little inspirational for you, but let me get back to the slides. We don't want to take up too much more of your time. And I would like to, well, thank you again, Julie, that beautiful face, that beautiful smile. Look at the glisten in her eye. I love you dearly, lady. Let's talk about the clinical proof, because, you can hear my story. You can hear Julie's. We've got 550,000 other individuals. You can hear their stories too, but you might want to see the real proof. Now, here's a clinical published case study. 10-week study on intermittent fasting. Now, it's not a study of does the Isagenix nutrition or program, is it better than someone not doing it? Because ours includes intermittent fasting because it's focusing on toxicity. So this study allowed 2 groups to both do intermittent fasting. One of them using the Cleanse for Life, which is a product of ours, and one of them using a placebo of Juice and Tea. Now, across the board, the group who did the Heart Healthy Diet, they got great results, but the greater results came from Isagenix, 56% more weight loss. And now weight loss, if you've ever dieted before, doesn't always mean fat loss, because if you're not nutritionally supported, you might lose lean body mass. So 47% more fat loss, meaning gaining lean muscle at the same time. And that's the beauty and synergy of strength and true health, is not depleting and deteriorating yourself as you grow. We already have sarcopenia in our later years. Anything over 40, your muscle naturally starts to deteriorate. So you must support yourself nutritionally. And then visceral fat loss, that's that picture I showed you, the toxic, nasty, acidic, scary, dangerous fat, 2 times as much visceral fat loss. And then when we talk about stress being a huge culprit of death, it's the number 1 cause of death. It's a 35% greater reduction with the Isagenix systems. And we're still talking real food here. Both groups were consuming whole food, real food. One of them used power foods, superfoods. That's Isagenix. The other just ate normal, traditional foods. But a lot of people ask me, okay, I'm going to do this. I know you've got a program. Maybe it's a 30, a 60, a 90-day commitment, whatever your goal is. What do I do after? So there was another study done, and this one's incredible. Both of these are published studies, and ask the person who introduced you to this webinar, and they will share that information with you. You can read the info. This is just a little quick debrief. The next one was about maintenance. So if you go to the gym for a year, you get your biceps, your muscles, your tushy, your abs, and then you're like, awesome, I look good. I'm done. I'll never go to the gym again because I did it. Well, open your eyes. It's not gonna work. There's something called maintenance. So if you reach your max capacity, and this is where two groups, they both started on the Isagenix program for 11 full weeks, and you get 17% decrease in body fat, 33% decrease in that toxic, scary, visceral fat, and then the beauty of it, an increase in lean muscle. Okay, so you get those amazing things, both groups, but then they split them in half and said some of you are going to consume one superfood isolene shake a day. That's got loads of nutrients, pure ingredients. And then you're going to do one cleanse day a month, maybe 2, maybe 3, however many you like, up to 4. We're not going to let you do more than that because we want to keep this a little, that's called intermittent fasting. So the other group, they didn't get to have Isagenix anymore, not even one shake a day, but they did continue eating a whole food, clean diet. They call it the Heart Healthy Diet. It's recommended by the government and doctors all around. So after that, those continued 6 months right after the 11 weeks, 4 times more the fat loss, 4 times more increased lean muscle mass, 2 times more metabolic increasing, and 3 times more toxic release. So does this work? Does the lifestyle work? Yeah, there's the proof. Well, what does it all mean? What is Isagenix? Well, they're your partners. Isn't that cool to say you're partnered with a multi-billion-dollar company? I mean, they're over a decade of financial growth and stability, over $3 billion in cumulative sales. Last year, 2014, we did $725 million in sales, and it is already, it's been projected, and we are so close and on our way of $1.1 billion for 2015. Now, we will discover that soon enough, right? But still, we've already surpassed 725 million by far, and that's really exciting. Multiple Stevie Awards. What that is more like the Emmys or Grammys of business. It's Stevie Awards. 6 consecutive years voted into Inc. 5000. We're ranked number 27 globally. I didn't say nationwide, globally in direct selling news. And when I tell you this, let me explain to you that there are 1,000+ network marketing companies started every single year. Every year, thousands are started. Most of them die before they're 5 years old. And those that are above us, that's number 27 globally, those that are above us are companies that are 30, 40, and 50 years old. Isagenix is 13 years young. That's really cool. We've been featured in many, many magazines. Now, what they do for you, man, I think they do everything for you. They do the R&D. They license everything. You are clear. You are covered. They do the events. They support you all the way. They do all the purchases for you. You do not hold product in your closet. I mean, a lot of people think network marketing is how much product do I have to buy up front? I'm going to shove it in my garage. How many friends and neighbors do I have to sell stuff to? Not happening here. It's actually like shopping on Amazon. Like you set somebody up their own wholesale account as you would Costco. If you want cheap prices, pay $29. Get your own account, get cheap prices. Then you shop for yourself in your own little Amazon store. So that's what Isagenix is. It's Amazon meets Costco, meets the customer service of like Nordstrom's. It's amazing what this is. They do all the shipping. You don't touch product except that you're putting in your mouth. And everything logistics is theirs for all of the technology, formulations, all of the new market openings, 13 different countries. They do all the commission for you. You don't have to sit and do payroll. They take care of everything. So what do you do? The big question. If they do everything for you, you use the products. If you're looking to build this business, you become a product of the product. You show people what this can do for you. You recommend the products, just like you'd recommend the best restaurant you just ate at 2 weeks ago. You're like, oh, you got to go check it out. Go have this dish. And then you identify business partners along the way. You heard Julie say it. We look for business partners, we look for consumers, and sometimes consumers, they have such a great experience and people just start asking them, and we bless everyone involved. You can be a wholesale account holder and you have every right and access to get cash back on every referral. Whether you want to build this big or small, every person who consumes the product has equal opportunity. So when you have someone experience an amazing transformation and they're like, "Oh my goodness, my neighbor, my mom, I've got my cousin, everyone wants to do this now because they saw me lose, 15 pounds. I'm so excited." And then they're referring them to you because you're running a business. But as like Julie said, your person's success is your success. I always say, let me bless you at least with free product and free health. And that is fulfilling our mission of freeing people both of physical and financial pain. Everyone involved, equal opportunity. People will become business builders, whether they jump on it now or whether they come through with a product experience. So you'll start locally. You'll start with the people who notice. You start with the people who you're close with and you want to share your life with. And then you build globally. I'm talking global. Now, the bottom line is it's all about you, your goals, your needs, your budget, your desire, your dreams, your ambition, your time. But really, there's no investment. If you want to take a look at it, it's really free, absolutely free, because it's risk-free. If you don't get your health back, you're going to get your money back. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee that goes for me, you, and anybody involved. In your first 30 days, if you don't like it, if it doesn't work for you, return it. Get your money back. Now, you're already eating. You're already, hopefully, conscious about your health. So you just take some of that spending and reallocate it into groceries from your own superfood store, your own Amazon Costco. You know what I mean? Like, it's money already spent. If you have to breathe, drink, eat, and live, you're going to do it there or you're going to do it here. So you can invite friends to do it with you and earn half your money, your first initial investment back, earn half back with 2 people. I like to say with 3, it's free. So honestly, would you ever hear someone tell you that there's an amazing new movie out and you're like, okay, well, let me go to the movie first. Make sure it's as amazing as all of these people are saying. Then I'm going to ask my friends to join me. No, it doesn't make sense. So if you hear that there's something incredible that can change your life, energy, health, and future, you invite friends to do it with you. You'll have better support, you'll have better results, and you will have gotten your investment for free. And they have that right too. Ask them who they know and who wants to join, who wants to do the big group love. So many, many options to get started. The first is what we call the Business Builder Pack. It was actually named after myself and Julie, the Business Builder Pack. It is our only system that is 100% tax deductible pre-tax money. And you're looking at $10.99. Now that's $1,100 to start a multi-million-dollar business. So I don't know where you can find any company if you're going to own your own business, because you do. You are the CEO of your company for anything less than $50,000 to $100,000. So it won't break the bank and it will only improve your life. That is an amazing system. So if you have people in your family, if you have a large family, this is more bang for your buck, the way to go. And then we have what is called the President's Pack. Now, this is 3 systems for a price of $5.59, 3 full systems. The first system is all of your nutritional needs and the cleansing. It's that malnutrition and detox we talked about. Second system is all of your snacking options, because when you are starting up a new program and changing your healthy lifestyle, sometimes when you're hungry at last minute, snacking can really ruin you. So this comes with the snacking options. The third system is your vitamins and minerals. Now, that is not because the vitamins and minerals are going to work better for the shakes. It actually helps your food work better for you. If you're mineral deficient, your body won't absorb and utilize vitamins. So this is helping your groceries. Put in the vitamins and nutrients. 3 systems for $5.59. Amazing savings. And then the Pacesetter Pack is just a compromise on price. That's it. For $3.99, you can have 2 of those systems. That's the cleanse and nutrition, and that's the snacking. You notice both of those kits also come with a free bullet blender. All 3 of those systems do. When I say free, it's literally free. You're not paying for that blender. And none of these include that $29 membership that I had mentioned earlier. And then there's the introductory pack. Now, this is just one simple system. It does not involve the snacking, does not involve minerals and vitamins, and it is $301. Now, that is a price that is including a $29 membership. I added it in so that it's, not tough for people to add. That is a membership fee plus $271. But what this does not come with, that intro pack, is that awesome looking box of chocolates called Isa Delight Plus. And we have a motto that friends would never let friends cleanse without them. So we add that on to the intro pack, and you're more looking around either $325, $338, depending on how you customize things. And so those are some options. Everything in life, you have options. And nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity. So don't let the price stand in the way. If none of those options suit you, don't just turn around and say, well, I guess it's not for me. I don't have that sitting in the bank account right now. Talk to me. Tell me who referred you. Talk to anyone who shared this link with you. And ask them how you can get started on the budget you have currently, because there's no wrong and no right way. It's your way. It's all about you. A year from now, you'll wish you'd have started today. Time, it goes so fast. Where will you be 30 days from now? Where will you be? Let me just close this out. Where will you be 90 days, 100, like where will you be 4 years from now? If you don't take control of your health, you might not be doing so well. If you don't take care of the imbalance of time and money ratio that might be pulling you in all directions, you're going to be just as stressed out. You're going to be just as fat, sick, and tired as the rest of America. So why wait? Nothing to lose, risk-free, and you've got an amazing support system. Here, me, Julie. And I don't care who invited you to this. I don't care if I ever even get to speak to you in person. I want to bless you with this opportunity, even if it doesn't impact me financially, because the mission is to impact world health. And you're part of our world right now. So we thank you, bless you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this tonight. The person who introduced this to you, they're not trying to sell you some superfood. They're not trying to sell you a pack. They're trying to sell you freedom, excitement, joy, prosperity, abundance, confidence, anything that you need. We are here to support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If this resonates, there will be a link available. And when you click that link, you're just going to make sure you tell me who referred you, and me or someone on my team is going to be contacting you very soon. Thank you. God bless. And I look forward to you joining our family. Swing by our Facebook page. Literally, see what's happening. No commitment, just jump in. See the excitement, see the community, ask questions. We're completely transparent. Come join us. I'll see you in there.